react to, what's it called? Unpopular opinions that would probably piss you off. Unpopular opinions. I think I got a few unpopular opinions. You know, I think I got several unpopular opinions. I got me some noodles. Yes, Maruchan. I don't care. And I'm finna eat it while we watch this video together. You got a problem with that? I don't think so.
Opinions that will probably piss you off. At least half of Sabrina Carpenter's audience doesn't care about her music. They just think she looks good. As a matter of fact, this isn't just for Sabrina Carpenter. This is for a good amount of female artists in general. But I'm using her as an example now. Welcome. And before you say I'm wrong, what's the first thing that you think about when you think of Sabrina Carpenter? As a matter of fact, let me answer that for you. You don't think of espresso. You think of her doing those sex positions on stage. Proved my point exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. Her music is cool. It's alright. It's decent. It's listenable. At the same time, we all know of Sabrina Carpenter because of her crazy antics, not because of her music.
Honestly, I know Sabrina Carpenter from Girl Meets World from Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, wherever it was on. That's where I know her from. So, don't be speaking for everybody. But yeah, I know her from Disney, so.
Yeah. Hell, I've probably listened to an Olivia Rodrigo song before I listened to the Sabrina Carpenter one. Again, don't think it's bad, just don't care. And you most likely don't care either. Hell, because most of her audience doesn't really care about her breakups, they just care about her ass cheeks, and they're trying to see those over her getting her heart broken. Game is game, ball is ball. Next one. Number 2, being weird on social media is only cool if you're attractive. Just being honest, I don't like that this is true, but it is true. I'm gonna keep it a bean. For instance, if somebody like Quinn Blackwell wasn't fine, people would think she's a literal psychopath. And the same.
Sorry. I think that's facts. I think that pretty privilege is definitely a thing. I think that if you look a certain way, you're just more liable to get away with things. I know this from experience.
Same thing with Ted Bundy. Like, imagine Lincoln with a girl and she had a teeth collection in her drawer. You would think she's insane, right? Now imagine if that girl looked like Ash Cash. Now all of a sudden she's just quirky. My point proven exactly. Next up. Thing number 3, people need to stop being embarrassed so much and just live life. And just because you have a rip in your pants doesn't mean it's the end of the world. People need to be more comfortable with being humans, not robots. Let yourself be a fuck up. And instead of being embarrassed, laugh at it and move on with your life like everybody else does. Like nowadays, people are too scared to dance at a party. Brother, that's the whole point of being here, to dance. I promise you nobody thinks that you're cooler by standing on the wall trying to aura farm. Live life, Jack.
And I ain't gonna lie, that's the reason why I don't go out to parties no more. I'm kind of like a homebody. I used to kick it. I used to go to kickbacks, parties, hookah lounges, and do all these things. But, bro, like, once you really live in reality, you don't care what nobody think about you, and you don't care to be in the crowd and be cool with everybody. You start observing stuff like everybody just in here on their phones. Everybody put on an outfit to come in here and wait for somebody to walk up to them and say something to them. Like, everything just be weird. Stuff been so fake. Like, since COVID, bruh, I don't know what COVID put in the air, but life don't seem real at all.
The hoes are not impressed. And also, most of the time, nobody really cares about your Instagram flick. So wear what you want and just post what you want. Stop caring about other people. You're not an influencer. You're a human being. Stop trying to act like one. Thing number 4, fist fighting should only be reserved for actual serious conflict. If it's anything besides that, then talk it out like real men. Or like a real woman. Let's be inclusive. Like, if fighting is the first thing you want to do after you get into a disagreement, I'm gonna be honest, you need to grow up. Like, honestly, that just stopped being cool after high school, bro. Like, nobody cares that you want to fight. We're grown adults. Learn to talk out disagreements. The only time you should honestly fight is to defend yourself or defend your family. Besides that, you're doing a little bit too much. Just talk it out like decent human being. Fighting is just pointless. Thing number 5, height doesn't matter unless you're a professional athlete. Unless you're trying to guard LeBron or get massaged like Deshaun, height doesn't really matter in your life. Let's keep it a bit. Yeah, women care about it theoretically, but at the same time, as long as you're masculine, women don't really care about it.
Nah, I care. I don't know what these other females with these other women out here do, but man, I was talking to this nigga. He was 5'7". Mind y'all, I'm 5'9". He was 5'7". He was fine. He was real cute, right? But like, he was just so short, and he was boring as well too. But it's just that like I couldn't like feel like this because he was like right here. You know, I don't know, but being tall matter to me.
Just say they did. I seen a 5'4" guy pull a 6-foot girl the same day he met her, and the only thing he did was just be himself. But also, he had confidence. When you really that, it really doesn't matter how tall you are. Keep that in mind to all of my short niggas out there. Height doesn't matter. Unless you try to guard Steph Curry, I'm not gonna lie to you. Next one, I'd rather trust a bad person who's honest about who they are than a quote-unquote good person who lies a lot. Honesty is very valuable, and in my opinion, I'd rather trust a bank robber who's gonna tell me he robbed a bank than a financial advisor who steals money from me on the low. At the end of the day, they're both thieves, but at least one admitted. Nobody's perfect, and people try to betray that they're perfect all the time. So don't trust the people who do, and trust the people who.
I ain't never looked at like putting stuff like that because they're both stealing. But one is an honest stealer, though.
Or are honest about who they are, even if they're not the best person. Because in all reality, nobody's perfect. And the people who try to betray that they're perfect are the real ones that need to be watched at all times. Next up, war is the stupidest thing ever. And instead of innocent men dying for leaders who don't care about them, those same leaders should duke it out to a battle of the death instead. And I guarantee a lot less wars would happen. Plus, that would be entertaining as fuck. I mean, imagine Trump and the president of China just duking it out for the ones. That would be peak entertainment. You can't tell me otherwise. And I'm totally not bringing that up because of a recent controversy that's happening in the world right now. Stop involving innocent people into your battles. Because I promise you, I have no problem with any other country except ours. And I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me, especially the soldiers that are fighting for your country. So be a man and go fight yourself. Just like back in the medieval days, the kings always led their soldiers to battle. What changed? Next up, I'd rather an all-natural 7 out of 10 than a BBL plastic 10 out of 10. In all honesty, real beauty isn't makeup and lip fillers. It's stretch marks and bad acne. I don't want to see you at your best. I want to see you at your lowest because I still find you attractive. And a lot of times,
I'ma agree. You know, everything ain't always about looks. You know, I've had to learn that the hard way. You know, but everything ain't always about looks, bro. Factual. What's up?
I find you more attractive because I don't want to love an IG baddie. I want to love a real person. And sometimes women don't understand that, but y'all should because it will save y'all a lot of stress. Because I promise you, the beauty standards that y'all try to set up on yourselves, y'all are setting on yourselves. A lot of guys just don't care. As long as we can find a good girl who actually loves and cares about us, who we personally find attractive, we're gonna be straight. You don't have to have big titties, big ass, and big lips. I don't care. I guarantee most guys don't care either, especially the man for you. Stop trying to please all of us and please the one that's meant for you. And the only way you can please him is by being yourself. That is what he will like, not Kylie Jenner. Like I said earlier, I guarantee half of the pressure you put on yourself is put on you by other women. And you shouldn't try to please other women by looking good. You want to please yourself or the guy you want. So stop caring. I promise you, women be so jealous of other pretty women. It's so weird. So lock the fuck in. Next up, school is just programming for you to be a worker. You go to school from 7 to 3 and you work a job from 9 to 5. Do the math. They want you to be a worker, not a human. Because when you really think about it, half the information we learn in school we don't really need. And they're really just giving us work so they can teach.
We sure don't. I used to ask myself this question all the time, bro. When am I gonna ever go up to a register or somewhere and be like, 4 plus 8 x blah 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 something price, or driving down the street and the sign say, the exit say 4x AB plus this equal wherever you going.
It's good work ethic. So when we get to our jobs, we're actually grinding. And when we get burnt out, we're used to it because we did it all throughout high school. Plus, outside of elementary school, school doesn't allow you to be creative. And one of the most important things for a human to do is be creative. Creating life is the best feeling in the world. Literally, that's why it feels so good. And creating something and bringing it into this world is one of the best feelings you can ever feel. But school draws you away from that and puts you in an office chair. Quite literally, which is why I just think it's a glorified prison disguised as beneficial. And I'm not just saying that because I'm unemployed. I'm really just saying that because, well, I am unemployed. But I'm unemployed because I chose to be a creator. like I was always meant to be. Which is why a good amount of people hate school, because they want to be creators, not workers. But some people are really good at being workers, so they just end up doing that. There's nothing really wrong with that. It's just what you want to do with your life. Plus, you can work a job and still create on the side. I ain't gonna lie. But if you were wondering why you don't like school, it's because you don't like working. At least for somebody else's dream, not yours. Next up, jorts is L fashion. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I will never get jiggy with wearing jeans shorts. I will either wear jeans or shorts. Mixing the two just doesn't work, especially when they're very...
Stop hating, nigga. Wait. Stop crying, nigga. Jean shorts is fire, especially the baggy ones, bruh. Ain't nothing wrong with no jean shorts. To each his own, though.
Very long. It kind of just looks like you just dropped in from the 2000s. I get that's the whole point, but at the same time, I'm not really a 2000s type of fashion type of guy. When you really think about it, we're really going back to the 2000s style of fashion. Everyone's wearing baggy shit now. I ain't gonna lie. We're really just flip-flopping at this point, because I swear 5 years ago, everybody wanted to wear skinny jeans. Now you get called gay if you wear something that slightly hugs your thighs. Like, bro, I remember a time where you got called homeless for wearing baggy.
I ain't gonna lie. I know y'all may not know me and all, but I've been wearing baggy clothes. I've been wearing baggy clothes since before it was a trend. I've always been into the 90s, early 2000s fashion because I was in love with Aaliyah, Missy Elliott, that whole era. Feel me? I still am. That's just who I am. I was born in 2002. Just saying. So, I've been on this wave. Feel me?
Now it's popular. I ain't gonna lie, this crazy. Not hating or judging though, it's just crazy. Next up, anime is the best genre of television right now. And I'm gonna be honest, this is my personal opinion, but this is also kind of facts right now. I don't care about Love Island, I don't care about The Bachelor, and I for damn sure don't care about no freaky ass Too Hot.
I wonder if I should react to stuff like that. Y'all let me know. Love Island, The Bachelor. I love The Bachelor, but I've been saying Love Island everywhere. I wanna know if I should just like watch it, like react to it at the same time.
To handle. All I care about is Solo Leveling, Dan to Dan, and Windbreakers, bro. If you're not watching these 3 anime, you're missing out. Now, I'm not just throwing shots at reality TV, regular TV. Well, it's actually been pretty good, but I just think anime's better. I mean, I can't lie, Abbott Elementary is a cool comfort show. Forever on Netflix was low-key eating, and The Last of Us was good until they this season, I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, anime is just kind of peaking right now, and hopefully it keeps going on this run, because I don't want this to take the age like Michael B. Jordan's secret signature milk. If you can't guess what I'm talking about his name. Last but not least, NBA playoffs is way better than NFL playoffs, but NBA season is far worse than NFL season. And it's not close, I'm not gonna lie. If you need proof for this, just look at this year. Nobody cared about the NBA until the playoffs hit, and now it's the biggest thing in the world right now besides soccer. And in my opinion, NBA is just better than the NFL playoffs. It just is. Because the NFL playoffs isn't bad, but it's just okay. I mean, nobody really cares until it's the Super Bowl anyway, so it's just kind of like whatever. But the NFL season though, see that's peak right there. Partly because of red zone betting, and it's just a vibe. It's just football. Amazing. I honestly feel like this because of how many games are played, but at the same time, it's whatever. If the NBA season was shorter, I feel like low-key it would go band for band for NFL season, but it's just too many games to really care. But for some reason in the playoffs, it's just perfect. It's just the perfect amount of games. I feel like this is the same thing for college football and basketball too. March Madness, yay. Regular season, no. College football season, yay. Postseason, yeah. Besides that, I appreciate y'all for watching. Go follow the Twitch if you want to see me yap more. Follow my second channel if you want to see daily content of me. Go stalk my Instagram, of course, and go.
Tight. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. If y'all enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe, gang. Y'all let me know if y'all have any unpopular opinions or how y'all feel about this video. Let me know what y'all want me to react to next. You feel me? It is NEWREACTION. I might not make another video today, but that's why I love the Mars.